The military aviation of the Royal Netherlands East Indies Army was the name used by the air arm of the Royal Netherlands East Indies Army in the Dutch East Indies from 1939 until 1950. It was an entirely separate organization from the Royal Netherlands Air Force. The unit was founded in 1915 as the Test Flight Service. In 1921 it became the Aviation Service, before finally receiving the designation of ML-KNIL on 30 March 1939. In 1950, following Dutch recognition of Indonesian independence, its bases and facilities were handed over to the Indonesian Air Force. World War II. On 1 January 1942 the Dutch forces joined the American, British, Dutch-Australian Command. But at the onset of the Japanese assault the ML-KNIL was not up to full combat strength. Of the aircraft that had been ordered, only a small number had been delivered, and many were obsolete models. There were 5 groups, 3 of bombers and 2 of fighters, each of 3 to 4 squadrons. A 6th depot group provided support, transport and training. Reconnaissance aircraft were placed directly under command of the Army to give support to ground troops. Despite stubborn resistance, the Japanese occupied the Dutch colonies. Their numbers of aircraft found the way to northern Australia to continue the fight. 4 Dutch squadrons were formed in Australia. The first of these, No. 18 Squadron RAF, was formed in April 1942 as a medium bomber squadron equipped with B-25 Mitchell aircraft. The second Joint Australian-NA Squadron, No. 119 Squadron RAF, was also to be a medium bomber squadron. No. 119 NA Squadron was only active between September and December 1943 when it was disbanded to form No. 120 Squadron RAF, was a fighter squadron. In 1944, the KNIL formed No. 1 Netherlands East Indies Transport Squadron, later absorbed by the RAF as No. 19 Squadron RAF. Both No. 18 and No. 120 squadrons saw action against the Japanese during World War II. From late 1945, Nos 18, 19 and 120 squadrons fought against Indonesian nationalists during the Indonesian National Revolution. The squadrons were disbanded in 1950. Aircraft 1915 to 1918 Depot du San Eliacuto and Abraca monoplane. Farman Air 22 Eliacuto and Abraca No. 1 and AMP No. 2 Glen L. Martin Model TT, Glen L. Martin Model TAR, Glen L. Martin Model TE, Glen L. Martin Model R. 1919 to 1935 Avro 504K Curtiss P6E Hawk, de Havilland DH9, Fokker C, IV, Fokker CV, Fokker C, X, Fokker DC, 1, Fokker D, 7, Fokker F, VIIB-3 meters. Fokker S, IV, Moran Salnier Ms. 35, NVIF, K.31, Pand RDE Vickers Viking 1936 to 1950 Brewster B339 CD, Buckaboo 131 Jungmann, Commonwealth CA6 Wackett. Consolidated Model 28 to 5 meganewtons. Consolidated Model 28 to 5 AMN. Curtiss P40EN Kitty Hawk. Curtiss Model 75A7. Curtiss Wright CW21B. Curtiss Wright CW22 Falcon. Douglas C-47 Dakota. Douglas C-54 Skymaster. Douglas DC-3. Fairchild F-24R9, Glen Martin 139 166th, Hawker Hurricane IIB, Mitsubishi Ki-57 Topsy, Koolhoven Air, K.51, Lockheed 212, Lockheed 12, Lockheed Model 18 Lodestar, Lockheed C-60 Lodestar, Messerschmitt Bf-108B1, North American P-51 Mustang K, Nordween Norseman, North American AT-16 Harvard, North American B-25 Mitchell C.D. J, Piper J-4E, Piper L-4J, Ryan SDM-2, Taylorcraft L-2 Grasshopper, Tiger Moth, Waco EGC-7, Waco UKC, Commanders, 1915 Captain C. E. Vischer, 1917 Captain C. L. Vogler Sang, 1919 Captain C. Van Houten, 1921 Captain J. A. Rooks, 1924 Captain P. F. Hoaximada Groot, 1927 Major J. Bumer, 1928 Lieutenant Colonel J. H. Wesseling, 1932 Major G. A. Ilgen, 1934 Major General L. H. Van Oyen, 1945 Major General E. T. Kengen, 1946 Colonel P. J. de Broekert, 1948 Major General C. W. van der E.M.